When the girl woke up, the first thing she saw was a dinosaur in her living room, and it scared the life out of her. It was not a toy, not a decoration. It was a real dinosaur that actually breathed, lying quietly in her apartment. Fortunately, Kate always had that bold, unbothered kind of mindset. Her emotions hit fast and disappeared just as fast. Her shock lasted only a few seconds before she decided this was just another ridiculous experience to add to her life story. She did her makeup like usual, fixed her hair like usual, got dressed like usual. Then she left for work like nothing happened. The dinosaur, meanwhile, stayed where it was, completely unable to understand what was going on. It stared at the front door for a long time. Then, as if it gave up trying to figure it out, it climbed onto the bed and went to sleep. That night, the harsh screech of boiling water woke it up. Kate had come home from work and was standing in the kitchen, cooking instant noodles for dinner. She had actually tried to think seriously about what a dinosaur should eat. In the end, she just picked up a can of cat food. But the dinosaur kept staring at the noodles the whole time, eyes locked on the steam rising from the bowl. Kate could not find any dinosaur diet guide online, so she stopped overthinking it. She made another bowl and handed it over. She expected the dinosaur to inhale it. Instead, it ate with surprising restraint, like a roommate who followed every house rule. It tasted cautiously, testing each bite like it was trying not to cause trouble. The next day Kate happened to be off. She decided to take the dinosaur outside for some fresh air. On the way downstairs, they ran into the landlord. The moment he saw the dinosaur, he froze, shock written all over his face. Kate instantly tensed up. She thought he was about to ban pets, but the landlord and his wife did not object at all. They were only worried the dinosaur might scare their cat. Then the scene flipped completely. The cat was not afraid of the dinosaur in the slightest. If anything, it was the dinosaur that got startled and shuffled back half a step, its tail going stiff. Kate almost laughed out loud. The landlord relaxed too, and the mood actually got lighter. They kept walking down the street. People kept turning their heads. Kate walked like it was the most normal thing in the world. After a while, Kate suddenly asked the dinosaur if it was still planning to stay at her place. The question came out of nowhere. The dinosaur immediately misunderstood, thinking it was about to be kicked out. It stammered for ages without managing a full sentence, eyes full of panic. Not long after, Kate's friend heard she had a dinosaur at home and insisted on coming to see it. The dinosaur got even more uncomfortable. It put on Kate's hat, like it needed a little extra protection, and even adjusted its posture carefully, trying to look presentable. When Yamada walked in, she looked around, expecting some enormous beast. Instead, the dinosaur was much smaller than she imagined, even more like a well-behaved pet than anything on TV. The dinosaur gave an awkward little wave, then immediately turned to the television, pretending it was busy. Yamada stayed excited for less than a minute before her attention jumped to selfies. She dragged Kate around to find better angles, turned on filters, posed, and smiled like she was having more fun than meeting a dinosaur. The dinosaur had been nervous for nothing. All it could do was sit there, speechless. The next day, Kate and Yamada went out for coffee. On the way, Kate's ex-boyfriend, Shota, called. Kate glanced at the screen and ignored it. Back at the apartment, the dinosaur had no idea how to pass the time alone. It kept hiding in different corners of the room, like it was practicing being invisible. By accident, it noticed a framed photo on the wall. In the picture, Kate and Shota stood very close, smiling like it came naturally. The dinosaur stared at it, lost in thought. Right then, the doorbell rang. It was Shota. He could not get through on the phone, so he came in person. He rang the bell for a long time, but there was no response from inside. That evening, Kate returned and spotted Shota's motorcycle downstairs. She immediately sensed something was wrong. She rushed up, threw open the door, and found Shota and the dinosaur sitting together playing cards. Kate was furious on the spot. She